S1, October 2019, International Paper, question 6, a normal distribution question. I've got a situation where it gives some probabilities here, but we're going to work out the mean and the standard deviation. So it will be a case of using our table from the formula book of Z values. And then the second part will talk about outliers and quartiles. Anyway, so it says machine cuts wood into pieces. The length W is produced as normally distributed with mean mu, standard deviation. It tells us that the probability that W is less than 3.968 is equal to 0.1. So I've got my mu in the middle there. Here's 3.968. That area is 0.1. If I look at the table here, that tells me that for a P of 0.1, the Z value is 1.2816. If I put that into the calculator with the inverse normal with 0.1, I get minus 1.28, because the calculator uses the value to the left and the table uses the value to the right. So this probability is probably greater than, and this is a probability less than. Anyway, it's telling us that because the Z value is minus 1.28, then this 3.968 is the mean minus that many standard deviations. In between 3.968 and 4.026 is 0.75, which leaves 0.215 for this area here. If I look up 0.15 in my table, which is 1.0364, the area to the left, though, is 0.85, so that'll give me the proper Z value, which is 1.036432, which means that this 4.026 is the mean plus that many standard deviations, and I've got two equations. This equals this, and the other one as well, and then I can solve simultaneously. I'll do the this one, take away this one. Get this, get rid of the mu's, giving me that sigma is 0.025, stick it back into one of these, and get the mu is equal to 4.00. Second part, second machine cuts wood into logs, normally distributed, an outlier is a value greater than Q3 plus 1.5 times that, or smaller than Q. It's really 1.5 interquartile ranges, either above the upper quartile or below the lower quartile. So here's Q1, that area is 0.25. It tells us that Q1 is 29.7. You could work it out, of course, doing the area is 0.25. With the inverse normal, it tells us it's 29.7, which means Q3, because of the symmetry of it, is going to be 30.3. So the difference between them is 0.6. So that's the interquartile range. If I work out Q1 minus 1.5 interquartile ranges, I get 28.8. Right, that's down here, 28.8. So anything in here is considered an outlier. And I want the probability that L is less than that. Should get 0.082. The normal distribution, the upper sort of limit, this value here, where it becomes an outlier, is 31.2 because it's 0.9 above the upper quartile, the same as this value is 0.9 below the lower quartile. But because of the symmetry, these two areas, that area and that area, are going to be the same. So the probability is an outlier is 0.0164.